What's going on YouTube? This is KREESE here. Today I'm going to bring you a video because I have not seen another one on YouTube. I was actually looking at this computer. Didn't see a video on it, so I wanted to do one. This is the Specialized Speedzone Wireless Sport. It's got 9 functions. I got it in teal. It says Specialized here on it. I'm going to be putting this on my Specialized Stump Jumper Comp FSR. I have a review of that also that I'll be posting. One of my dream bikes I've always wanted. Picked it up the other day, so I'm gonna put a couple things on it, soup it up a little bit. But this is something I wanted. It's already got a stem mount on it, and this should fit right over that stem mount. It should fit in the stem mount. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead. And the reason I got the teal is because it was cheaper. The carbon and the black, it was a little more expensive. I don't really care about the color. My bike's like this red, white, and blue is pretty cool. And I don't mind this color at all. I think it looks alright. And like I said, it's cheaper, so it doesn't really matter to me. What matters is the functions, which you can see here. It's got a simple wake up, auto wake up on it. Gives your speed, current, average, and max, the distance, which is in trip and cumulative, and also time. So time of day, trip time, interval, lap timer. And that's about it. Got the different functions here. Specialized, Speedzone Sport Wireless in teal, and here's the numbers here. But I did pick this up on eBay. Wasn't too much. I think for this it's like 28 bucks plus some shipping and handling. I think for the black and the carbons they wanted like 35 for. So saved a few bucks and got this one. So I'm gonna go ahead and open this up and show y'all what's inside. Okay, so what we have inside the box. Box is empty now. There's no instructions or anything in here, but looks like what we have is, this appears to be the sensor that looks like it mounts. There's some zip ties here included, and you have this is the wireless portion. Not really sure where to mount that. And here's your magnet, of course, right here on your. You got your magnet and you got your sensor here, so you mount those two. This is the top, like a. Looks like this mounts in here, and this mounts on your stem, and then you have this piece that comes off, and this with you can see the grooves here on the side. Looks like it only goes in one way, and it slides in like this. If you can see, you just line that up, and then that slides in, and you can hear that click, and you see this tab. It's it says right here push. So to get it out, of course you push here, then it comes off that way. Fits in there pretty snug. Battery here on the back. Go ahead and take this off the front. I'm assuming it's got good battery power already. I'm hoping anyway, at least. I don't know if you hit mode or set or if it'll come on. Like I said, there's no instructions. I don't know how it works. There's not really any videos on YouTube about this computer. So it says simple wake up. I'm assuming some of these, when it senses movement, it'll wake up. I know I have another computer that does that. As soon as it senses the wheel move, this wakes up. Maybe that's what it'll take. We'll figure it out. So y'all stay tuned. I'm gonna get this mounted on the bike and give y'all further afterwards. Alright, so I'm playing around with this real quick. I wanted to show y'all what I've discovered. The sensor right here, this little rubber piece that came, you can see that gap there. It slides in that way, similar to the way your computer slides into this holder via the little grooves that are kind of on the side, like that line right in there. I know this stuff's hard to see, y'all, but it slides in there, and it's got 2 little cutouts in the rubber. I've already put them through and I just ran this little zip tie through there, but these just pop in. It just slides in here. This rubber is just kind of to help, you know, protect your bike, so it's just not the plastic on it. So I got that on, like I said, this post, and y'all, I'll figure it out, but as of right now I'm really unsure how this mounts, because this looks like it could be like this piece, like maybe for like a bar mount, and like if you're gonna do straight across like that pad, and just I don't know, just some zip tie it somehow, like that. But then you have this stem mount here. There's no other screw. It looks like there's something should go through here, but there's nothing through there unless you're supposed to remove this, which, I mean, that means that there would be a tool required that's not included in the kit, so you'd have to have a little Allen head to remove it looks like this screw, and run it through here into here to mount it on your stem. But I already have a stem mount. It's not like this, but I already have one on my bike. So anyway, we'll figure it out. Alright, so here we are with my bike, my Specialized stump jumper. If you haven't seen it, I'll do a full overview of everything on it and all the components. Just check that out on my channel. But anyway, this is the top tube mount. This is what was on here, the stem mount. This was what was on here when I bought the bike. You can see there's you know, they had a computer on it. Of course, my computer does not actually fit like it's supposed to in this slot. There was a different computer mounted. And you can see here they had the magnet here for the sensor. Of course, the sensors has since been removed off of this bike. But anyway, what I wanted to show y'all is what you'll need to do this job, and it looks like it's very similar. Like I said, there's no tools included, but this is a little Allen wrench set. This is a Duralast. I picked it up at AutoZone, had it for a while. You're going to need a 3mm Allen and a 5mm Allen for this top screw here. So 5mm here, 3mm here, and I believe it's the same on the other mount that I showed y'all. It looks very similar. So I already went ahead and loosened this up some. You'll need to loosen this to you know, get this mount out, and then you'll need to remove this screw here. So I'll go ahead and do that. Alright, so your 3mm Allen, you go ahead, it goes in here. So you just remove this screw. Take your 5mm, goes in here just like this. So once this is removed, you can take your stem mount off, if you have one. You got this bike, you probably just have this piece, which is just a little washer, screw, and this little top tube. And if y'all remember with our Specialized setup here, this is what became attached to it, like it was for a bar. However, since I have this stem that I'm able to mount on my bike, I'm going to use this because I like this. I like the look better, and I like the setup better, that I can actually take, and put it right here, so it will, look something similar to this, rather than mount it out here, just because I can put it here. So that's just my personal preference. Like I said, it comes set up where you can take it and go ahead and mount it like onto a bar or something like this, and tie it down, like that, or wherever you want it. But I'm gonna go ahead with the 3mm Allen head, like I showed y'all. So yeah, and this is a 3mm. So we're gonna go ahead, remove this, put it on here, and we'll just attach it to this top. Alright, so here it is installed, tightened down. Little tip, make sure that you don't tighten the screw too tight, because you want to be able to, if you want to move this and adjust it, depending on how you ride, and if there's the sun's out, you may have a glare on it, so it's a good idea to keep that where you can adjust it still. But anyway, that's it. So we'll go ahead and I'll just install the computer. Like I said, you have the slugs on the side. They go in like this. You just line them up, slide it over until it clicks. Alright, so it's clicked in, computer's installed, so that part's good to go. Now we'll install the sensor and the magnet. Alright, so just because this fork is like completely open, clear, You know, you have the rotor and your brake caliper lever cable. Well, this is actually hydraulic, so it's not a cable. But anyway, you get the idea. You have all this stuff on that side, so I'm just going to mount it on this side so it's free of everything. And it's a good idea that when you take and you mount this sensor, do it on the front side of the fork rather than the rear, and that's because the tire, with the rotation being this way, if something were to happen, it were to get caught, you would rather it be up here and just get pushed out of the way rather than pulled around into the spokes. Alright, so with the sensor on, I've got it facing this way. I'm assuming, like I said, there's no instructions. These letters here are facing out. I'm assuming the inside, this flap, is the portion that's should be facing inward. That's just my assumption. Like I said, piece of rubber here kind of protects the fork. Zip ties, it's a good idea. I don't have these tightened up all the way yet. I just have, you know, it's loose. This is just so you can position it, and you want, you know, you want it as close as you can have it without it actually touching. So that'll make sure that it's, you know, you're gonna get the best measurement there. So and with this done, I'm just gonna go ahead and lift the bike up and spin the wheel and see if the computer comes on, we start getting a reading or not. And once that's done and everything's working, go ahead and tighten everything down, and you just cut the excess on these zip ties. Alright, so I'm having a problem here. I took the battery out, checked it on my gauge here. This should be a 12-volt battery for the sensor. It was like 10.4. Took the battery out of this. It's got one of those small 3-volt round batteries. It was like 3.07, 3.07. So it was good. It was real good. Nothing wrong with it. Took it out, put it back in. Now I'm getting this. So 12-hour. It's like it's flashing down, saying OK. I'll hit OK, and then it's asking me to set the time. So maybe I had to take this out and reset it for it to work. But we'll walk through these settings real quick. See the time right now. Hang on a second. With my watch, it's about 9:45. I don't really know how to adjust it. Like I said, guys, there's no. So I see the A. It must mean AM. So P. All right. So we'll go P. Yeah, say 9. And I'll hit set. Maybe it'll swap over. Okay. If I hold it down, yeah, it'll do it. About 9:45 p.m. or 21:45 military time. I hit OK. Alright, so now it's asking kilometers. Okay, no, I would like miles. So I'm in America. This is what we use. So I'm gonna hit OK. That's pretty simple. Miles. I guess OK. I don't know what that really means. Everything's 0. I guess it means it's zeroed out. 23 by 700C. Wheel OK. I wish there were some instructions for this thing. This is a 26-inch wheel. It's a 26 by 2.0. It's 26 by 2.0. So that is okay. So we're okay with that. Okay. And it looks like it's set. It's 9:46. And miles per hour. Go through different modes. Well, maybe it's working now, guys. I don't know. I feel like it should have started up though when I spun the wheel. Just so you got your trip, ATM, MXS. That must be max speed, average speed, AVS, and then your clock. So you kind of hit mode, and you can go through those different modes. So that's pretty cool. Maybe if I hold down set, I can reset it. Clock OK. Let's see, we'll go wheel OK, clock, wheel, clock. If I go to set, okay. I think I'll change it to 24-hour. So I'm an RN, and I do use military time a good bit. And I didn't like how it didn't have a P or an A beside it. So I mean, you don't know. You know, if you were somewhere like, say, Alaska, where you didn't know, you know, the sun, you couldn't use it, you know, as a measuring device, you know, if it's day or night. Anyway, I'm gonna pop this back in, and I'll put this battery back on the sensor, and we'll see if it starts working. All right, guys. So that was it. All you had to do was all I did was just take the battery out, put it back in. But like I said, you did have to go through the settings, so you know it wouldn't let, unless you, I guess, program what wheel size it wasn't going to read. So it has been set. I'll go ahead and show you all this. Spin it around, and you see it start sensing 6.5 miles an hour. So, and that's about it. So everything's good. I'll go ahead now and you know, tighten everything down. Cut the excess off the zip ties. But this is it, and this has been my kind of review and install. The only one on YouTube that I've been able to find. And KREESE, thank you all for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe.